An important time to listen is when you're really trying to understand the context around your data. I was thinking about this recently as I was reading Neon One's Understanding the Future of Giving, and I saw the statistic from CCS Fundraising around the correlation between donors and volunteers. There's a really strong correlation all across the nation, but you might be pulling up your own statistics on what your correlation between your donors and your volunteers are. Whether or not you have the data on which came first, did donors turn into volunteers or volunteers into donors, you might not understand how that's happening. Even though we see this correlation and we know there is one, what is going on there? And so what you can actually do is we can use listening to really understand, how did people get into that volunteer role? How did people get into that donor position that then led them to make that corresponding support? And what we can do there is talk to people and hear their stories. What motivated them to get into that role? Was it talking to one of your staff members? Was it a particular story or piece of information that they heard? And when we really understand and just talk to enough people to find those patterns on what motivated people, then you can start to replicate it, and you can actually bring more people in to that initial donor or initial volunteer role. So now you have a greater pool of people to increase that correlation. We can start to replicate those stories. If you find that just one of your staff was telling a really great story or a great ask to get people to move into that role, now you can really focus and make sure all your staff is telling that same story and having that same interaction point, so that you can really increase and maximize that motivation within your audience. So listening is a great tool for building that context so that you know exactly what you need to do to grow that statistic and really increase your numbers. If you have any questions, feel free to ask below.